Hello, bonjour. I've got to get out of the house today. I'm just feeling really low. I'm going to the pharmacy. I'm not sure what else I'll do, but I'll tell you why I'm feeling low on the way. I just feel like I need to talk about it, really. So let's go. Sorry, the camera's on the wonk, as it were, but I haven't got a square part of my dashboard to put this on, so it sits at an angle. Right, I'm going up to Lassie. I don't know if I've already said that. Oh, I just woke up feeling really low today. We were hoping to go to see the family. Because I have another grandchild, the 11th grandchild, due on the 30th of July. If she hasn't come naturally, she'll be born by cesarean on the 5th of August. And we was hoping to go on the 9th of August. We'd panicked. We'd already booked the tunnel to go. Euro tunnel to go, and we thought we'll wait to get accommodation till we know exactly what's happened, really COVID and everything else. And we just sort of caught sight quickly that there wasn't going to have to be a quarantine, and you only had to do one test. So right, quick, get in now. And so we booked the hotel, told the family we were coming over. We were going over for 9 days in the hope that the baby might arrive a bit later and I might get to be there, or that, you know, at least the baby wouldn't be very old at all by the time we got there. So was really looking forward to it. And within the same day, Boris Johnson decided otherwise. Decided no, we still need 2 tests and 10 days quarantine. So I'm sure you can see where I'm going with this. And it seems to be only France that he's picked on for that. So we immediately then had to go straight back on, or within a couple of days. We thought, wait, in case he changed his mind again. And then we had to cancel it again. So my emotions have been up and down, trying to deal with it. And I mean, I understand the idea, obviously the quarantine and everything. I fully understand that. We don't want it spreading. It does not looking very good anyway, whatever. But in a way, I think to a certain extent we need to learn to live with it. But he's insinuating that France's numbers are too high and that we can't go over without quarantine. But yet the numbers are so much higher in the UK. It makes no sense. And if we're willing to go over, even if we had to just do the test, we'd do it, even though it costs a fortune, because it's like become a money-making scheme. But I mean, the price of the tests, as it's turned out, have come down a bit now. But yeah, so I've just been bottling it up for days now, and it was my daughter's birthday yesterday, and it just reminded me how gutted I am that I can't see them. And the last time we actually went to see family was July 2019 at my daughter's wedding. We also went 2 weeks later to my nephew's wedding, but we haven't managed to see any family, mine or Duncan's, for 2 years. And it's heartbreaking. And Boris and his men just don't realise how much they're messing about with people's lives. I mean, as we know, they probably just break the rules and just do what they want to do for their family. And I've got like a lump in my throat at the moment. I just feel like I could explode. I've just had enough. We're booking a short holiday in August now, just to, in a way, have a bit of a distraction to everything else that's going on. But I desperately want to see my family. I desperately want to hug my kids and grandkids. And as I say, we're only going for 9 days and he's insisting on 10 days quarantine. So that's that. Absolutely no point. There's no point going over and sitting in a hotel, which I know that's the deterrent. If he says you've got to stay in a hotel, if it became a red zone, then they don't obviously know people don't want to do that, so you won't book in the first place. But in amber, if possible, I would stay with one of my children. But my children don't have huge houses with bedrooms and space to have us there for 10 days, and it's just too claustrophobic. It's different having quarantine at home. When you're at home, you've got stuff to do, but when you're stuck somewhere else, no, it's not for us. And I feel so mean. I feel like I should be suffering to go and see the children, but I don't know. Anyway, as I say, I'm going. Oh, the other thing that's been getting me down is my videos have not been very good. I keep delaying putting videos up because they've not been that great a quality, and that's partly to do with my not having the skills yet, and partly because my camera wasn't that great before, and I stupidly didn't know what settings to have it on or whatever. This new camera on this new phone seems better, and I've learned now that I must use the brackets and I must use the selfie stick because it's just too jumpy, and I'm embarrassed if I put out films that are jumpy, but you can't refilm these things, so I will probably still put that out because I want you to see where we went on holiday, and I'll probably film the next one just to show you a little bit more of France. It's just a little bit downhearted when, especially if you don't get feedback as well on YouTube. You don't really know how well you're doing. I mean, I tried to do it the way the YouTube say, do an introduction, so I did that. But it seems, I think the people want videos with more stuff happening, so I'm going to try and do that. But I'm not a young person doing lots of wild stuff or anything like that, and I'm not going to do fancy camera shots or that sort of thing. But I just want to just basically show where we live, as I say. And I hope to appeal to a similar age group as myself. And maybe people that have got holiday homes here, they might like to see almost what they're missing thanks to COVID. Okay, so I'm in Lassie now. Right, let's have a wander a long way round. Seems I need a bit of air today. Going up the hill, out of town at the minute, and then we'll go left. Just up there behind those trees is our post office. This is another those houses were been up for sale for years. This is a road parallel to the one I was just on. There's lots of these little properties have got little barns at the bottom of their garden, derelict. Some people convert them. for as busy as Lassie is, it's quite a high population compared to some towns. But as you can see, it's still pretty quiet. I'm still so self-conscious of this filming, like people look at you like you're bonkers. But I think because there's quite a lot of older people and they're very curious what's going on, for quite naturally. I've got a friend who lives in a house down there on the right. I've got a holiday home, should I say. French, you see these flowers. French have those geraniums all the time. I think they're just such an easy thing to just let grow on your windowsill. And apparently certain colours, especially, keep the flies away. See, in front of me is like an archway. It's so old and medieval. Apparently way back in the day somebody got hung there. That little side street. That's the road out of Lassie to Domfront. It's colour green, a lot of the French have on their houses. I like it. That's a gîte, looking at the label on there, so a holiday let. So this is what I was just saying about here. And this is the plaque saying here. Where it's saying that a lady, well, she wasn't hung, she was guillotined here in 1794. The shop's being renovated, it's always a good sign. You see there, that building, it's going to be one of the narrowest buildings ever that got renovated. And the alleyway underneath it leads down to the moat that runs around the chateau, and the chateau's up in that direction, which will go another day. Here we are in the centre of town. The flashing crosses is where I'm going, just to get my prescription. I'm going to cross here, I think, it'll be a bit safer. And get to the chateau down that way as well. There's an alleyway and a road that you can go down. Boulangeries. We're coming up to the car park, which is also the market square on a Wednesday morning. Right. This will have to turn off because I'm going into the pharmacy now. Okay, that's that done. The usual big carrier bag of medication. Oops, sorry. What's that? Back up the road where the car is. Oh. There's such nice people in that pharmacy. I stick to it mainly because like that. They know me. I know one of the ladies in there. We've been to a house for apéros 2 or 3 times. Lovely people. And she's actually the sister of the caretaker of our village. So it's nice to stick with who and what you know, isn't it? I tell you, I'm getting looks from people in cars. It's just bizarre. I'd do the same if I was in the car thinking what they're doing. Nice cool breeze today. It's supposed to be thunderstorms today. It'd be nice to have a bit of a relief from the heat. There we go. Cross over. Back in the car. Coming. Just drive you down here, show you where just a little bit of the chateau is. Just briefly. I'll have a walk round it another day. You can just face, there you go. There it is. Lassie, le chateau, with its, I think it's a moat, but it's got a bridge across in the middle where you can walk across. It's a beautiful one inside. A family still live in it. So when we first came here, we used to have a tour guide who was apparently born in the chateau a long time ago. He's since died, bless him, and there's a young man that does the tour now. See, there's a sign there saying Ce qui Lancelot du Lac. That's a nice walk that goes around the lake and that. I haven't done it for a long time. Since my mastectomy and everything, treatment, I didn't really have the energy to do any walks like that. So I might be able to do it one day again. Still not as steady as I'd like. Excuse the splatter of bird poo on the screen. I can just notice that. This way. Put this on as an extra because obviously it's relevant and current to the situation at the moment, so it might make some of the other videos a little bit out of sync, but I'm sure you're not too bothered about that. just realised I forgot to get petrol, so I'm going to have to do a U-turn now, go back and get petrol. So I'm told this is where my head is at the moment, not as I'd like to be. Forgot. Going back to what I was saying earlier on about not being able to go to the UK, I also understand that Boris will only accept UK vaccinations. That I just do not get. We're having the same vaccinations here as you're doing as they do in UK. We're both double vaccinated. I don't, and I can understand in some ways about the test, because obviously the test shows that you're not carrying it. Well, I'm assuming that's what it does. Maybe I'm being naive, I don't know, but yeah, that's just one that just doesn't make sense to us. What's the benefit of having been double vaccinated if the yen still got to have tests? And I know they don't know what to do for the best, because it's unprecedented, what's happening. So it's very frustrating. If I was living in the UK now, I'd be still frustrated, because I'd be not wanting this obviously spread to family, but by now I would have had the chance to see them. And I know we chose to come to France, but we chose a part of France that we knew wouldn't take as long to get back to the UK, and that we'd be able to see the family several times a year. But now being told that you can't is just it's a different thing. This is probably hard for anybody to understand, and a lot of people are probably thinking, why did you move away from your family? But you end up, I was sick of the UK, I was sick of the government, which is now being proven why I was sick of the government. But I just wanted to try something else. I've just got an urge to travel. I thought I'd just want a slightly slower pace of life, a bit more quiet. We're not the sort of family that lived in each other's pockets anyway, so it's not like suddenly. I know I miss them and they miss me, but it's, if I was going and seeing them every single day, that would be a different thing. But now being told you can't, it always makes you miss them even more. And they understand. They know why we've done what we've done, why we've come out here. They fully get it. So it's just sad that they can't come and see us in a normal situation. It's finances and everything. We're not a rich family. I know I'm not alone. We know plenty of people that have come over, and all the friends have said, we'll come and see you, and it'd be really nice, it's a good excuse, have a good holiday, come to France. And most people I know, their friends, or the people they used to know, don't come over. I think the only person that said it and stuck to it was Sharon. She's obviously now living here. But as I understand, only one of my daughters just got one child, but the others have got multiple children, and it just gets expensive. So when they get here, they obviously not having to pay for accommodation because they stay in our sheets. But travel is ridiculous now. The ferries are getting expensive. At the moment we've lost our Flybe flights because they went bust, but by all accounts someone else has bought them out now. Hopefully that'll be better. I mean, I'd much rather fly back than get a boat on my own, so hopefully that will get back in the swing of flying again. Right, is that done? So filled up, should last me a few weeks. Ooh. I never forgive him blood. A lot of us English can't do that here, unfortunately. Because we was in the UK in the 80s, when the mad cow disease was about, they won't allow us to give blood here. So it was a bit sad, but their loss, as you say. Tried to go back a different way, didn't I? But it didn't work. Not that you wouldn't remember which way I'm going, would you? On the way back to Sharon's now. I've got some stuff from the pharmacy for her. She had her second jab a couple of days ago, Wednesday, and she had AstraZeneca. First time around she was fine. This time she said the next day she felt very tired and nauseated. So I haven't seen her since then because she just felt too tired, basically. That truck go where I'm going? No, he didn't, because I'm not stuck behind a truck. That's good.